Hey y'all, it's just me T. So I know I haven't done a video in a long time and figured it's time to change that. So as you know from my previous video, I stopped hormonal birth control. I stopped it January 2nd of this year, 2022, and I've been off of birth control for 3 months. And thought I would talk about what that process is like. I am using Natural Cycles, which, if you don't know, is the first FDA approved non-hormonal birth control. It's an app basically. It goes off of taking your temperature, and it gets to know your body, and it relies on your temperature and you logging in data and taking ovulation tests and all that stuff. And so one of the things I really like about it is because I do still have a routine. Like, I think I got such much in a habit of taking my birth control pills at night, and now I take my temperature first thing in the morning. So I'm still feel like I'm doing a birth control thing, just not like my pills. But it's been pretty cool so far. So I take my temperature every morning with this thermometer. Take it, I leave right by my bedside in the morning, so I don't have to worry about it. I literally, as soon as my alarm clock wakes up or I wake up my days off, I put it in my mouth, take my temperature, log it in, and it updates immediately. And how it works is it tells you your green days and your red days. Your green days are the days you are not fertile, have at it, have fun, and you know, your chance for pregnancy is extremely low risk. And your red days are the days where, hey, ovulation's coming up, probably be more use protection or abstain from, you know, doing the deed. So yeah, it's been interesting. I think the biggest thing was, how is my body going to react post birth control? And it's only been 3 months. This is going on my 3rd month. So I think the number one question always that people always wonder is, after being off birth control, hormonal birth control for 11 years, did your period come back? The answer is yes, my period did come back. Not to jinx it or anything, but I've got my period 2 times, and they both came within the cycle. My flow is a lot lighter than it used to be pre-birth control, and my cramps aren't as bad as they were pre-birth control as well. But I think the only big thing that I have like an issue with that's after being on birth control for so long is my acne flare up. I have so much bad acne, and I've never really had an issue with acne, and my flare up has been so bad. And I also know it's because of wearing mask does not help either, because I work with a lot of people and I don't want germs. So I know that's also an issue too, but I think that's the biggest thing that I have an issue with is the flare up, my acne flare up. But other than that, I feel like my symptoms have improved so much being on birth control. My sex drive is a lot higher, and I honestly don't feel as anxious or stressed as I used to be pre-birth, as I was on birth control. I feel a lot calmer. My anxiety isn't as high. I still have a little bit of anxiety, but like, I don't feel as anxious. I don't feel as tired. I feel like I'm more my goofier self than I was on birth control. I'm not as moody. I mean, I think I'm naturally moody. Hello, being a Gemini. I think I'm just naturally moody, but it has decreased a lot. And I just feel better. I feel much better. And I don't feel weird because I don't have hormones in my body. My body's just doing its thing. And it feels nice. I like it. So 3 months after birth control, being on hormonal birth control, I feel great. It is rough. Your body is learning itself. Have not ovulated regularly in 11 years. And so it was such a culture shock when I first ovulated. And it hurt. I had really bad cramps, like really painful cramps. Like, it hurt to pee. Like, my bladder felt full. I was having bad cramps. It was just crampy, and I did not like it at all. So now I know when it's my period's over and I have like those weird cramps, like, okay, it must be getting time for ovulation week, because this is not cool. People are wondering, what are you doing for birth control so you're not necessarily on like a pill? And Natural Cycles is a form of birth control. You are doing a fertility awareness method, I believe it's what it's called. and you are checking to see when you're fertile, and that's how you base it off of. And I do feel like the app is very like correct. And also taking the ovulation test, because it'll tell you, the app really takes time to know your body, and it'll tell you, hey, take an ovulation test on these days, and will catch you like, hey, if you're ovulating, or if you are ovulating, or if you're not ovulating. And it does see your rise in temperature, and you can log in like if you had spotting, if you're bleeding, if you couldn't do a temperature check because you were sick or you slept differently or other factors. You can write little notes in the comments. So like if you want to document like how your period was that week, or what you're feeling, like if you're feeling a certain mood, or you're like, you can log it all into the app. You can also log when you're having sex, and if it's protected or unprotected. And it goes really into detail, and it really helps you because you can log it all in there, you know. I'll do a video on checkup on how it was being off birth control so far, after 3 months of being on non-hormonal birth control, and I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. My hair is growing really long. I'm not sure if that's an effect from that, but you know, I'm really here for it. The reason why I have been so busy lately, I just say this in another video, I just want to clarify, I am in a UX design program, by Google, on Coursera. So yeah, that's been taking up a lot of my time. I made myself a 2-week spring break. I needed a mental break to decompress and just like take a break so I can think about school again. But yeah, that's all I've been doing pretty much. Just thought I'd do a video. I'm still alive. I have a video coming up, me and my husband to the beach, so I'll be editing that and posting that soon. And yeah, I think that's it. If you guys have any questions about being off birth control, and all that other stuff, let me know, and I can do like another video. I'll probably do a 6 months post birth control video as well, and then a year to see what it's like. So yeah, all right, have a great rest of your week, everyone, and talk to you later. Peace out.